AAC squads. As we'll see, the Rice Owls. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Leonard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Navy's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Homer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there. Just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll run the option. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked. And they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
He'll toss it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the pitch. On the move at the 30. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now the toss. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Navy quick to the line. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Going to run it. It's Chapman. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Rice's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down coming up. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Hodges. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Navy will go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Got his man on the right. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Horvath. He's got his man.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Navy 10.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline, what sort of changes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. The throw. He makes the catch. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Feeling some heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Evans. And he could have gotten the first down, but he just scooted out of bounds, and he will be short, and it'll be a turnover. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Good enough for first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He breaks his tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Warner. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Rice rushes to the line.
And first down for the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Owls will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To throw, it's Warner. Unleashes to the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, midshipman! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Central Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. Fakes his man out. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their...
He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Run it with the fullback. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Warner. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. And Navy will go back on the attack. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Looking to pass on second down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Out.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Navy! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Warner. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
#1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Into the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Rice rushes to the line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. First down here for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quick toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. ice takes over, the Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's now second down.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Warner. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes the Navy offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Those fullbacks, man, those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
It came down to the final quarter. Much play.